everyone. Welcome back to Daily English with Hope, a place where you can relax, listen, and improve your English naturally through real conversations. I'm Hope.
And I'm Adam. Hope, let me ask you a very common question. What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday was pretty busy. I worked, went for a walk, cooked dinner, and watched a movie.
That answer is correct, but it sounds a little like a list. Many learners know past tense verbs, but they are not sure how to turn them into a natural story.
Exactly. So today, let's use a simple pattern. Start with one general sentence, move through the day in order, connect the events, and add one or two small details.
So learners do not need a long grammar lesson. They just need a clear structure they can reuse.
Right. Step 1 is to give a quick overall answer. You could say, yesterday was pretty busy, or yesterday was quite relaxing, or even, I didn't do much yesterday.
That gives the listener a quick picture before you add details.
Exactly. Now let's start with the morning. I woke up around 7, but I stayed in bed for another 10 minutes because I was still tired.
That's a useful difference. You woke up at 7, but you got up about 10 minutes later.
Exactly. Wake up means you stop sleeping. Get up means you leave your bed. So you can wake up at 7 and get up at 7:10.
Good distinction. What happened after you got up?
I got ready and had coffee and toast for breakfast.
And had is the past form of have. We often use it for meals and experiences. I had breakfast. I had coffee. I had a busy day.
Notice that your sentences do not need to be long. I woke up at 7. I had coffee and toast. Simple sentences are completely fine if your story is clear.
Then what happened?
I worked from home until about 5. Then I went for a walk in the park because I wanted some fresh air.
And went is the past form of go. We say, I go to the park on weekends, but I went to the park yesterday.
Now notice something important. Some past verbs are regular. Work becomes worked, cook becomes cooked, and watch becomes watched.
But some verbs change completely. Wake up becomes woke up. Have becomes had. And go becomes went.
Exactly. You do not need to memorize every irregular verb today. Start with the common ones you use in your own life.
That makes it much more practical.
Now let's make the story flow. I can say, after that, I stopped at a grocery store and bought a few things for dinner.
After that tells the listener what happened next.
Right. You can also use then, but if every sentence starts with then, your story can sound repetitive. Mix simple connectors naturally.
For example, I finished work. Then I went for a walk. After that, I bought some groceries.
Perfect. And you do not need a connector before every sentence. Use one when it helps the listener follow the order.
What happened after the grocery store?
Later, I called my sister while I was making dinner. We talked for about 20 minutes.
So later moves us forward without giving an exact time.
Exactly. Then I can move to another part of the day by saying, in the evening, I cooked pasta and watched an old comedy.
That's useful because you do not always need exact times. You can say in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening.
Those time phrases make your story easier to organize.
And how did your day end?
Finally, I made some tea, read for a little while, and went to bed around 11.
So finally tells the listener that this is the last part of the story.
Exactly. Now listen to the whole answer. Yesterday was pretty busy. I woke up around 7 and had coffee and toast. I worked from home until 5. Then I went for a walk. After that, I bought some groceries. Later, I called my sister. In the evening, I cooked pasta and watched a movie. Finally, I read for a little while and went to bed.
That sounds much more natural than saying, I worked, I ate, I walked, I watched TV.
Right. The grammar is still simple. The difference is the structure.
Can we make the answer sound more conversational without making it harder?
Yes, add 1 or 2 small details, how you felt, why you did something, or what you thought. For example, I went for a walk because I needed some fresh air.
So one small detail can make the story sound more personal.
Exactly. Now here is one important grammar point. If you did not do something, use didn't plus the base verb. Say, I didn't go out, not I didn't went out.
After didn't, use the base form. Didn't go, didn't watch, didn't cook.
The same rule works in questions. We say, what did you do? Not, what did you did?
Right. After did or didn't, use the base verb. Did you go? Did you watch it? Didn't you cook?
Let's practice with one complete answer. Ask me again.
What did you do yesterday?
Yesterday was pretty busy. I woke up around 7 and had breakfast. I worked from home most of the day. Then I went for a walk. After that, I bought some groceries. Later, I called my sister. In the evening, I cooked dinner and watched a movie. Finally, I read for a little while and went to bed.
Nice. Now let's help everyone build their own answer.
Start with one general sentence. Yesterday was busy. Yesterday was relaxing. Or, I didn't do much yesterday.
Next, think about your morning. What time did you wake up? What time did you get up? What did you have for breakfast?
Then, move through the day. Use simple connectors like then, after that, later, and finally.
And add one small detail about how you felt or why you did something.
Let's do a quick speaking challenge. Answer aloud. What time did you wake up yesterday?
What did you have for breakfast or lunch?
Where did you go, or did you stay home?
What did you do in the evening?
And finally, what time did you go to bed?
Now put those answers together. You already have a short story about your yesterday.
And remember, your day does not need to be exciting. A normal day is perfect practice. The goal is to speak clearly, put events in order, and use the past tense naturally.
So the simple pattern is give a short overall answer, move through the day in order, use a few connectors, and add 1 or 2 small details.
Exactly. Talk about your real life as often as you can. The more you use the past tense in your own stories, the more natural it will start to feel. And that feels like a good place to leave it for today.
If this conversation helped you, feel free to share it with someone who's learning English too.
Take care.
Bye, everyone.